And good morning. I think we are live. I want to say thank you for tuning in and welcome to the Dennis Herrera Show, where we are just simple folk trying to speak out our truths, what we believe in, using our freedom of speech, expression. I am a migrant from Honduras that was brought here to this country about around 13 years old, and we came here legally. We became residents the right way, and we became citizens the right way. Now, speaking for myself, I know that we have done it our way. And you're looking at a picture of a multitude of people that had a No Kings rally. Well, the problem with that picture is that picture is an old picture. It is not a new photo. So if you have been looking at that photo and you think, well, this is really a big, big turnout for protesters, you would be wrong. But anyways, what do I know? I am just a guy that sits here, listens to the news, and tries to make sense of things that happen around us. And well, we'll do our best, but there is a lot of people that just don't want to believe it. So, all right, we're going to go ahead and check audio here, and hopefully you guys been hearing me. Yep, there we go. Yeah, we go. Yeah. We are good. Guys, if you tuning in, please say a quick hello. I will appreciate that. That way I know that we are ready to start this morning. I also know that there are better shows out there that people enjoy, and that's okay as well. If you don't get to watch this my show live, it's all right. You can always watch it at a different time. We'll give it a wait here so that we can get some interaction. For now, I just want to say, salud, my friends. Stay thirsty. Coffee is live. Now, I know that every time that I do a live from the software, for some reason, a lot of people don't get the notifications, but it's okay. You guys can always replay the show. Brian, good morning. Good morning. Sound is good. Sound check has been successful this morning. Boy, what an eventful weekend. Unbelievable. You know, I didn't watch much of the No Kings rally on Saturday during my live, but I'm going to tell you something. Wow. How many missed opportunities did these people have to tell us what they stand for? And they just, oh man, they just blew it. They just blew it like everything else. I find very interesting that it's not actually interesting. Actually, it's actually kind of sad, to be honest, that so many elderly go to these protests. So many youth go to this protest, and they hate Trump. I don't understand. They hate Trump so bad, but they don't know why. Like, what do you do with that? You know, like, okay, you want to say that we're evil people. Okay, you can say that. That's fine. Freedom of speech. But what do you want? Like, what besides just saying I hate Trump? What is it that you want? How many times will we have to mention it, right? Hey, Pagan, Texas Eagle, good morning. How many times do we have to mention to people, yes, you have your freedom of speech. Yes, you have your freedom of religion. Yes, we have the freedom of the press. But what are you guys fighting for? Like, what is the problem? You know, this whole thing about No Kings protest, it gets to me because, you know, first they fight so much about, uh, democracy. Fight for democracy. Fight for democracy. Bernie Sanders out there. Oh, well, we fight for democracy. We said, we want no kings. No kings. But they tell us, fight for democracy. Presidential elections, they're legit. Fight for democracy, they say. And I'm like, okay, we'll fight for democracy. But then now it's not democracy. Now it's, we don't want no kings. Maria Ramirez, my people are those who follow and respect the law. That's who my people is. Everybody else is people we love, but we're not going to tolerate illegal immigration. That is a big difference. All these Hondurans that come to the United States of America illegally are an embarrassment to me and to our country in Honduras. Tell me something. Who is the real traitor? The ones that run from their country because it's awful, because they hate it, and they run to another nation? Who is the real traitor here? You call me traitor because I came to this country. I was brought here by my mother. It's irrelevant. I came to this country. We came here. We followed the law. We were here legally. We love the United States of America. But we in no form or shape look back and say, Honduras is horrible. I had to leave. I don't want to be in that place. I don't want to be there. No, that's a traitor that says that. A real patriot says, listen, I know my country is a shithole. I know times are hard. Life is difficult. But I love my country. And I will never do anything to shame my country. For example, come to the United States of America illegally. Sinvergüenzas. You come to this country illegally. You don't respect the people. You don't respect the law. And you want to jump around like you have these human civil rights to be here, to force yourself on somebody else's land. I don't think so. You are an embarrassment to Hondurans. I have family that come here illegally. It's an embarrassment to our family. Good morning, Omar. Woosa. We will try to make this show welcoming to everybody. But I'm going to tell you in here, if you come in here with some dumbass comments, you're going to get my response right back. Now, I know that a lot of my haters missed me yesterday, so here we go. Salute to you, your favorite president. I know you love him. Let's see. Primetime says, BJJ, for a lot of things I disagree with you, Dennis, but you're right about this one. Oh, well, that's not what I was expecting. But yes. Orange lives matter. Yes. This guy's. Hello, Danny Boy, says the Cube. Sao. Insane Clip says that's literally what Hondurans did to gain asylum. Exactly, and we are ashamed of that. I had a phone call. I opened my phone line to have people call in, and some Hispanic lady came in. She sounded like she was from Central America. She asked me what the subject was. Now, I don't understand how she came through my line because I'm speaking in English, and she only spoke Spanish. Very weird. Nonetheless, she came through my phone line, and I said, "Well, I am right now. I'm taking questions on how do you feel, what is better, what's best, and what is right." is illegal immigration or legal migration. And so she goes off and she doesn't tell me legal or illegal is better, but what she says is all immigrants bring a benefit to the United States of America. And I said, how? And she says, well, who is going to pick the vegetables and the fruits that you eat? Really? That's the question. That's the only example that you got to give me from illegal immigrants? Well, we have another thing coming. We'll get back to that. Ozzy, good morning, my friend. Always good to see you. Yes, we are always lying about everything. And yet, when somebody asks us a question on why, we always have an answer, don't we? We always have some common sense answers. Whether they like the answer is irrelevant, right? But we have answers. We are willing to dialogue. We are willing to communicate. Let's interact, baby. Let's dance. Let's talk. This is what keeps us going. This is how the world goes around. You want to use your freedom of speech? Well, let's go. Let's dance. Let's go. But these people don't have answers. When you ask them questions, why don't you have an answer? You know what I'm saying? Good morning, Cool Cat Rene. I see you. I see you. Freshly, welcome. Welcome kindly. This is a home for anybody that wants to come in here and have dialogue. Now, some of you guys might say on the left side, this is interesting. I find this very, very interesting. So some of the people on the left, my little lip turds that come in here, now, guys, just so you know, because some people's brains don't work as well as others, just so you know, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're a libtard. I don't know if you're one of those crazies out there protesting. I don't know if you're illegal. I don't know none of those things. So, when I say libtards, when I say whatever I say, whether it's an insult to you or not, remember, you are incognito. Nobody knows who the hell you are. Until you start doing your keyboard warrior skills. And then you start typing. And now we know that you're the libtard. Now we know that you're a Buddha. Man, you know, you put water in the ant's nest and all the ants come out running. You know, you turn the lights on and all the roaches start scattering around the whole place. You know what I'm saying? It's like people they just let themselves be known that they are libtards. Now, with this illegal immigration question, I don't know, people lose it. They just lose it. And they call me a coconut. They call me a traitor. Blah, blah, blah. Dirty. You know it. Buddha. All of you betas out there, you are welcome to come and speak with some alphas in the house. But you know what? This lady just like really threw me off in a sense. Well, she didn't really throw me off. She just, she just confirmed how bad illegal immigration is in our country. And not just illegal immigration, but let's face it. Mass illegal invasion is what I would call it, right? And another Sunino Beta, welcome to the Alpha class, sir. Maybe you learned something today. The lady gets upset because I said that the mass illegal immigration is really bad and that our people need to be respecting the American law. Every country has a border. Every country has an ICE agency. Inspection customs of something. I don't even know what ICE means anymore. I forgot what it means. What does ICE mean, guys? Immigration Customs Enforcement is my guess. But we say ICE all the time. I forget what it means. But anyways, we know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Immigration Customs Enforcement, I think is what it is. I think that's what it is. If somebody thinks different, go ahead and put it down on the chat in there. Let's see, Lil Sal, you think MAGAs would stick up for you? They do it every day, my friend. I don't think. I know. And, I'm going to tell you something, guys. I'm glad that 2.7 million job vacancies in farming. Will MAGA people fill them? So Daver thinks that we need illegal immigrants to come and fill those jobs. Instead of saying, let's give working visas to migrants that want to come and work on the fields. Let me tell you how stupid that comment is, and I understand if you don't understand what I'm saying, but let me tell you how ironic or how moronic that comment is. And here we go. Let me break it down for you. Listen, let's say, just for 1 second, farmers. I love farmers. I support farmers. When I run for office, they are my number one priority, and then big corporations number two. Let's say for 1 second that all this illegal immigrants, 2.7 million farming jobs need to be filled with illegal immigrants. Let's say that is true. What are the other 20 million illegal immigrants? What's your excuse for them? Go ahead, type it on the chat there. I want to see it. What is your excuse for the other 20 million illegal immigrants? And I'm sure you have no answer. Number one, I got a video to show you. I think I still have. I probably don't. I probably got rid of it. But let me tell you something. 2.7 million farming jobs, you say. Yes? Okay. You say you want illegal immigrants to do that. Okay. Let's say yes. That is correct, Daniel. But let's just say for 1 second, all right, we needed 20.7 million illegal immigrants to be farming, to work in farms. That is very commendable. That's great. Let me shut down your stupid argument on that. We have farmers, migrant farmers, that have a permit to work. This is legal. They pay taxes. They have to get benefits. See, this is the problem that you guys don't understand. If we need 2.7 million jobs to be filled in farms, if that is your argument, let's go for it. We have plenty of illegal immigrants here that can do that job. The problem is there is other people that are waiting in line that actually wait and sacrifice time, and they come in here on a working visa. Because of illegal migration, even those people, even those migrants that have working visas to be here, even they get laid off. Even they don't get work because illegal immigrants don't get benefits and they work for cheaper labor. This is what we call modern slavery. You get that? So the next time that you tell me that 2.7 jobs in the farms are vacant and who's going to fill them up, think about that before you even make that comment, okay? Now, for all of you guys that don't know me, I am against illegal immigration, period. I'm giving you guys examples. A lot of people in here that are new. Let me go ahead and give you my point or my stand on why mass illegal immigration is really bad for the country. Really, really bad. Let me go ahead and read some comments in here, leave you in suspense. Oh boy, I'll tell you something. Oh, the heart is not, there you go. All right, let me read some comments in here. It says, Hamble says, explain yourself, MAGA. I'm sorry. I read the comments. I don't know. I'm so used to the libtards coming in here hating on me. I apologize about that. Let's see. I miss all these questions, guys, because nobody does super chat, so I don't see the actual questions. Let's see. You don't. Let's see. I'm going to go back halfway up. Let me see. All right. Joseph says, please don't need to be educated by you, sir. Joseph, apparently you do. But let's see. This guy is excellent and very wise. Thank you, Systematic. Dirty Money. Kudos. Thumbs up. Little wave. Cool, says Ozzy. Timothy Travis, besides the border, what statute policy code has Trump passed that benefits all Americans? Whoo! Man, there's so much to talk about there, man. You like tariffs? I love tariffs. I love tariffs. I love tariffs. What I don't love is the stupid local government raising taxes on the people. The people here in the States. That's what I don't love. But I love tariffs. All right, let's see. King of Fire says police officers are getting pepper spray too. Yes, I know. It is. There's collateral damage, I guess, on a lot of things. And Brain says farmers are screwed. Don't worry, we're going to have a lot of what do you call that? Autonomous machines farming. We will not need any illegal immigrants in this country for farming. Very, very soon. Now, in California, I think there was a vote against autonomous machinery being used for farming. But I believe that this law or rule came about in the 1970s. So nobody gives a shit about that anymore because we're in 2025 and we have a lot more AI and autonomous machines that can do the work to unexcuse illegal immigrants being here. All right, we're going to skip some of that. There's a lot of stupid questions there. Tariffs raise taxes. No, Jay Wilkes. No, it doesn't. It does not raise taxes. Your local government raises your taxes. Let me tell you why. Now, I want to speak specifically from Washington State. This is what you hear from stupid-ass governing people in office. They were asking the question of why are we charging or why are we taxing rich companies so much money that they are actually leaving Washington State. One of them idiots, God, I wish I had that video so I can show it to you guys. One of those idiots said, well, we got companies like Microsoft. They make billions in profit. I kid you not. I kid you not. He says, so why not take $1 billion off of them? They won't miss it. I'm going to tell you something. That is the stupidest thing that you can say. It's an attorney general. It's a senator. It's a mayor. It's a governor. It's anybody in office serving the people. Tell me, how many of you poor mofo libtards in here provide jobs for Americans? Not one of you poor mofos. You need wealth to do that. Capitalism, it's great because you can make as much money as you want, and you will always need people to help you continue to grow a company. So you must provide jobs. If you support illegal immigration, the same people, the same rich people that you hate are going to take advantage of illegal migrants. Leaving aside the American people, the green card holders, the actual migrants that have a permit to come here to work. Very interesting that many people say, oh, well, all illegal immigrants are the ones that pick the vegetables and the fruits that you eat. How can you hate them? And my mind is like, wait a minute. Hondurans are not just farmers. They're not just cherry picking here. They're not here just for vegetables. Farmers are farmers, and that's it. But there is people that want to be doctors, engineers, teachers. Well, good teachers. We have a bunch of horrible teachers, which nowadays I am against giving teachers raises because they don't give a shit about your kids. Oh, the job of a teacher is so hard. Well, shoot, teach them civics. Teach them patriotism. Teach them to love this country. Stop indoctrinating people into transgenderism. There's some stupid ass teachers out there. We did not have that when I was growing up. I'll tell you that right now. Let's see. Ian Molnar, God, I wish you were illegal so I never had to hear your opinion again. Ian, you are a mojado, aren't you? Are you one of those illegal beaners in this country? I am one of the legal beaners in this country. See, that's the thing, people. And here's the best example right here. Christian Chavez, Honduras is not a hellhole. There's some parts that are shitholes, but Honduras is very beautiful and it's not hell. I guarantee you that. It's not hell. But there's moronic people in here that all they can do is hate you and envy you because of your success and because of your blessings. Very good and very interesting. Trump 24 says, God, look at all the hate in this chat. That's the libtards. That's who I call libtards. Libtards. You know, I should be having like at least 15 million views right now with 15 million hateful comments from all these illegal immigrants that come into this country. Well, come on with it. Go invite your cousins. Tell the family, hey, there's a Honduran. Just because he did everything right, he thinks he's right. But us. Let's get one thing straight, John. I don't hate Hispanics. I love Hispanics. I love my people. But I will not stand for teaching them to do the wrong thing. I will not stand for teaching them to break the law, you criminal mofos. How pendejos are you that you don't understand how to respect the law? Why does it make me a traitor? Do you think my families are criminals? That's not my family. Those are criminals. The lady that hung up on me last night because the last time that I had the lines open, because I believe that every migrant should come here legally. She lost it. She almost had a heart attack. She was almost about to bust out crying because she couldn't believe that a Hispanic actually respects the law. How is that? How is that possible? How is it possible that I'm preaching to you to respect the law, be law-abiding citizen, and you say I hate my people because I'm teaching them to do it the right way? Enlighten me. Please tell me how. Soul 999. Let me tell you, Sico El Salvador. President Nayib Bukele, which by the way, is an awesome president. He's number 2 behind Donald Trump. An awesome president. More than 90% of the people love him. And the reason why, it's because he is the president for the people. The only difference between him and Trump is Trump actually does not want to sound like a dictator or a tyrant, etc. He's already having a hard time with dumbasses that thinks that he's a king. The same people that told us democracy, our Republicans are destroying democracy while the dentures were falling out of their mouth. And now they say no kings. Why? Because democracy was used. We also believe in democracy. The people voted him in. Now what? What's the problem? I'm sick and tired of people making excuses for their stupidity. Be accountable for your actions. Accept when you're wrong. Breaking the law is never right. It has nothing to do with Hispanics, you racist mofos. Son racistas ustedes, pendejos, when you think that illegal immigrants are only Hispanics. La palabra pendejo is not enough to call you. Just don't understand. Idiotas. No les enseñaron nada en la escuela. Llaman a su propia gente traidores porque respetan la ley. ¿Qué pendejada es eso, hombre? ¿Qué es eso? ¿Son ustedes tontos o qué? Wow, I'm sorry, guys. I had to say some things in Spanish because these guys are just so dumb. And I'm thinking that maybe it's because they don't speak English. So I got to tell them in Spanish. Is that okay, guys? Is that okay with my American patriots? Yeah, no, Necro, you don't like Spanish, but you support illegal immigration, don't you? Beta, Boricua, chúpate el dedo más grande. I told him to suck his thumb. I told him to suck his bigger thumb, the biggest finger that he has. Democrat fatigue. Gaster wants me to speak English. We're in America, dang it. I believe it. Dromedas, your own party hates. Oh, no, you know what? No, we're not gonna go there, my friend. My party is the American people, the people that fight for American freedom. That's my party. Okay, so don't even go there. You support illegal immigrants. I even speak a little bit of Spanish, and you still get mad at me. You should be appreciating that. I think that you should be You know what? Let's take a coffee break and do an homage to a great president of the world, my king. Coffee is life, and so is drinking Liptar tears. Boricua, you don't even know what it is to be an American. You shithole country over there. The territory of the United States of America has a bunch of gangbangers, a bunch of losers, a bunch of self-hating people in Puerto Rico. And I'm going to tell you something. I got Puerto Rican friends that are more patriotic than you'll ever be in your life. And that is the one kind of people that make Puerto Rico look beautiful. The rest of you lip-tart rats out there, you guys are destroying the image of Puerto Rico. And you do that by not accepting that illegal immigration is wrong. Protecting the United States of America is priority for Americans. And if you're a Boricua that is an actual citizen because you were given a chance, a privilege to be born American, you ungrateful bastards, the least that you can do is say thank you, and we will help you protect your country from illegal immigration coming into your country. That's right, viva la raza, pendejo, but not the illegal ones that come over here. If you're a criminal, I get it. You're going to protect your people. That is your people, the criminals. I protect my people by telling them the truth. If you get deported by ICE, it's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. Let me tell you that right now. If you tell them to self-deport, they will be allowed to mend a wrong. They came to this country and they made a wrong. If they come in and they self-deport, forgiven. Clean slate. Hey, Dennis, you came to this country illegally. Oh, man, you were next on the list. We were going to deport you, but, man, you did self-deport. We're going to give you a plane ticket back to Honduras. When you land there, we got confirmation. We'll give you another $1,000, get you started. Know what I'm saying? Now, for you morons in here that support illegal immigration, let me tell you how many people have come here. They come here because they have no home? No. Most of them sell their land, sell their houses. Mind you, they already have it. They sell their home, they sell their lands, and they come to this country illegally because somebody lied to them and told them that everything in the United States is free. And that's not how it works. Adam Morales says, I'm a Puerto Rican American and now pissed off of the who denounced the United States of America. I don't know what that means. I don't get it. They will, blah, blah, where were your parents born? Blah, blah. These people are stupid. Do you not see my shirt? Like my shirt says Honduras right there. Why would you ask where my parents are from? I am from Honduras. Yeah. You know what? The union is the force, is strength. But you're uniting with the wrong people, you moron. You guys need to stand up for truth, for justice, liberty for all. But you cannot have that if you don't protect your country. If you don't protect the borders, you cannot have those things. You cannot have them. That's just not how it works. Viva America! Well, some go to Las Chivas time. And good morning, brother. Good to see you in here. Some Mexicans like Las Chivas. I like America. Las Americas is my team. Because when I came to this country, I hung out with a lot of Mexicans from Mexico City. So I'm a Chilango, as they call me, and I love America. America is my team, no matter what. So I don't care if you guys go for Las Chivas or Puebla or Pachuca. America is my soccer team in Mexico, no matter what. Now, with that being said, a lot of people that come in here complaining about the United States defending their borders and their country, they don't realize Mexico is going through a crisis right now. And I have shared some of these videos with some of my patriots that follow me, that subscribe, and etc., that are members to my channel. And I share this video where, you know, Mexicans are telling illegal migrants, because there's a mass migration still going on. So shameful that these people, number one, they fight. Look at how stupid people are today when it comes to this type of issues. They flee their country. They flee their country because Venezuela, for example. They flee Venezuela, because Nicolas Maduro, he's a dictator, he's a communist, and blah, he's destroying Venezuela. And then they come here to the United States of America or Mexico, or even throughout the world, and President Donald Trump is trying to do something against Nicolas Maduro, and these people come here and they side with the libtards, because the libtards are the only ones that believe in open borders and nobody is illegal in this world. Idiots. Venezuelans come here running away from Venezuela. You would think that the first thing they would do is not join these protests. It's actually go on the side and be like, we love President Trump. We love the United States. We love American people. Please let us be one of you. That's what I would think that they would do. That's exactly what I think that needs to happen. Now, we're going to switch gears a little bit here, and we'll come back to illegal immigrants. Cool Cat Renee. Good morning, good sir. God bless you. You are my brother from South Cal. I got a lot of Chicanos that support me, and I love my Latino community. I'll tell you that right now, especially the ones that care about having this country free. I want to share a photo that you guys will love to see. This is more for the libtards, and she looks great. I think she looks great. Here we go. Let me move this here a little bit so we can give you a better look. This lady right here. This lady right here. She is the same one that said on January 6th, she says it was her fault. She said President Donald Trump didn't send the National Guard, and that she should have actually got them there. Well, this same lady here says, guys, this is for you libtards. She says, we begged President Donald Trump to give us the National Guard. Really? Really? So now they're saying we begged President Donald Trump to give us the National Guard. Is that what they do? Is that what Democrats do? Because the last I heard was Pritzker says, "Don't even come to Chicago, President Donald Trump." Number one, let me bring this down for you here. Let me break this down for you here. Who the hell is the governor of a state to tell the president of all of the United States not to come to Chicago, not to come to their state? Who is king now? Who is pretending to be a king? You tell me. You tell me. Give me an answer. Who is really pretending to be kings? Let me see, what is this?
And then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic.
Here, maybe if I look to my left, guys, it's because I have my monitor on my left side. I think this might be something that you guys want to hear on the libtard side. Let's take a listen to this, and let me see what she's saying. I'm very curious. You know, I try to play as many things. Jamie, debates, MAGA. Oh, absolutely, Jamie, you stay put. I'm gonna give you a phone number you can call me in on. Absolutely, but first let me go ahead and play this clip. Let me hear what she's saying. I'm sure she's saying some truth here. Let's listen here real quick.
And it's a diversionary tactic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear.
Oh.
And you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And
I want to play it again. I'll let you watch it. I'm going to play it again. I'm going to let you watch it. And it's phenomenal. Let me see how the sound is. I don't know if the sound is all the way up. No, sorry guys, that's about as loud as it gets. Can you guys hear that by any chance? Where are you? Where are you? Jamie Todd, don't go anywhere. I will give you a number to call. Did you guys hear that? Can you guys hear that, what I just played? Here, this is your Nancy Pelosi.
It's self-evident. And it's a diversionary tactic. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear. You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it. And then you write it, and they'll say, see, it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear, and then it's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic.
It's a tactic. You guys agree with that? You guys agree with that? Oh, but at least Boricua knows that this lady's crazy. Okay, you know, you're not as full libtard as I thought you were. Wow. Now here's a guy that says that Trumpsters regret voting for Trump. And I don't know who this guy is, but what's his name? Anybody? John Legend? I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people know, but I don't know this guy. Now, this name is Harry Sisson. Now, I don't know if he's trolling or what's going on here, but it says, no Kings, New York City is huge. Tens of thousands of people have shown up to protest Trump and his regime. This is what democracy looks like. You agree with that? Do you agree that exercising your freedom of speech is the democracy? I want to see how many of you actually respond to that. Thus, protesting, in this case, is that democracy? It's a very simple question. I want to see who responds to that question. Fake outage? No, we'll see. We'll see. Oh, don't worry, Jamie. I'll give you a phone number to call. Marvin Bernal. How are you, brother? I see you. Let's see. Son of Socrates says, okay, so Marisa thinks that in Socrates, or the son of Socrates, thinks that protesting, it's a democracy. Right? How many of you agree with that? Anybody else? Yeah? Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So protesting is a democracy. All right. How does a king get voted in as a king? That is absolutely democracy in progress. Okay. So when we voted President Trump in, was that a democracy? The answer, of course, is yes. Now tell me, what is the benefit? What is the point of having a democracy if you're not going to respect it? Go ahead, answer me that. Oh, Jamie here. Okay, let me give Jamie this phone line here. I'm going to tell you something, though. You call in here, don't be an asshole. I will hang up on your ass. So be respectful when you call me. Make your case, make your point, and allow me to respond. Do not interrupt me. I will try not to interrupt you either. That is my rules. If you don't respect them, you're gone. So be respectful. There we go. All right, call the number. I think that's my number. All right, Big Mouth, call in. Let's Fail Gaming. Oh, hey, good to see you again. Yes, however, we were swindled, not just by Elon, but also by the 13 keys of the presidency. And what say you against the voting fraud that we got in 2020? What about that? Thank you for the super chat, by the way. That's where I'm at. So what about that? See, you can't fight and say, oh, well, you bad, I'm not. I'm not bad, you're bad. You cannot make that argument. You told us to accept the democracy of 2020, but you don't want to accept the democracy of 2024. Who the hell said they wanted to call? Let's go. All right. Is this Jamie?
Yes, it is.
Oh, come talk shit. Let's go, baby. I'm doing good, brother.
All right, man.
Good to hear you.
Let's do the Epstein phone, brother. What you got?
No, man, we're talking about illegal immigration, democracy, no kings, no Epsteins. But I can say.
No, that's what I called for.
Oh.
The Epstein. Let's do this.
All right, fine. All right, guys, we're going to take a break from illegal immigration and what else was I talking about? No kings and yeah, we'll get back to that. But let's talk about Epstein's a little bit.
Kings that are pedos, brother. That's one thing for sure.
Well, people had Joe Biden for 4 years. We didn't say anything.
He's not a pedophile, though.
No, he's the one that likes the little children rubbing his legs when golden hairs, got with the sun and the
listen, I
water.
don't like-
Years, actually 8 years. Democrats have been hating. Well, shit, they still do, right? They hate Trump. We get it. We get it. You don't like the man. He said a lot of nasty things about you rich people and blah blah blah. So they had 8 years, and brother, they didn't do shit with the Epstein files, right? And they had them. They had access. They had access to it, just as Trump has access to them, and they didn't do
There's
anything.
one signature left, brother, that he's not willing to sign off on.
Well, so
That's funny, isn't it?
do you remember the?
If I was being held accountable as a child molester,
Yeah.
I definitely would go with every link to clear my name.
Yes.
He's still hiding that one last signature.
Well, he's not the one doing it. He said release all the files.
Oh, it's the Democrats, right?
No, well, no. It's the courts.
Oh,
It's
the court.
yeah. Remember the first time they did release the files, the FBI they asked the courts to release all the files without being like nothing classified, like everything open, transparent, everything. And the judge says, no, we already did a trial, nothing was there, we're not reopening it, etc. So who do I blame for that?
There's one left, buddy. There's one left.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you don't think that that man could possibly, keep it from coming out? I mean, it sure looks like that. I mean, he's been on audio, bro. He's been on audio. Talking about touching little girls and stuff like that.
What?
Oh, come on.
Well, I
It's
mean,
like he's on Howard Stern.
bro, I don't talk about touching, but I do hug my little nieces and my nephews, and I kiss them, and I sleep with.
different,
No,
bro.
no, no,
That's
no. Wait a minute. Listen to what I say. I hug them, kiss them, and I sleep with them. What do you take out of that?
Sleeping with him's a little
Yes,
weird, but
exactly. So in my culture, I know Trump doesn't have my culture, but in my culture, well, at least where I'm from, I'll speak for myself, okay? Not for everybody, just for myself in our home.
right.
We would put a blanket on the floor, and all of us, nephews, uncles, niece, everybody mixed in, sleeping together. We all hug and we all kiss. It's a form of affection, not a perverted one. There has been molesters throughout history and this kind of family things or whatever. But when I say that I hug and kiss my nephews and my niece, I am not a pedophile. I am not gay. I am not bisexual. And when I say that I sleep with them, like for example, I'll give you one recent one, okay? And a lot of people. This is what's interesting.
Wait, what does being gay and bisexual have to do with anything?
Because
Anyway,
it's because I kiss and hug boys as well. I'm just. This is what people tell me. I'm telling you what people have called me. Okay, and then
no. I wouldn't call you just for that.
I know, but most people do. So here, my most recent one is this one. I'm trying to give you examples so you can see why Trump would sound like a pervert. I went to Honduras just this summer, right? I went there with my 12-year-old daughter. My 12-year-old daughter, she is my last one. She is my treasure. She's my baby, etc. Okay? We were in Honduras. We slept together every night. We did everything. Obviously, privacy in the bathroom, but we did everything together. I love my daughter. There is nothing perverted in me about her. I protect her as a father should, etc. But when I share this story, the comments that came in, bro, you're a pedophile, you're an incest. I mean, people ate me alive for that comment.
It sounds weird, bro.
It does.
I'm not calling you a pedo at all.
I know, but
That Orange Man a pedo. Your leader, I'm calling him a pedo because he is documented in court at the Epstein trials. His name was on there.
Yes.
He was a guest.
Yes.
If there's smoke, there's fire, brother.
Oh, here.
If there's smoke, there's fire. Now he's been on radio shows. He's owned. I don't even know if he owned or whatever the teen pageants that he had.
Yes, he did.
Talk about going in there and seeing them naked.
18 plus. Not the underage ones.
Yes, the underage ones, sir.
That's not what the court threw that one out.
You don't think he paid it off?
No.
Come on.
Well, so what do we do? What do we believe?
Democrats do it too, buddy. Democrats and liberals do it too. Okay, they pay themselves out of the way. Okay, they pay themselves out of situations. That's a fact. Okay, and you don't think Donald Trump did that?
No,
Not
well,
to mention that he's
the,
lied from the beginning about. I mean,
I hear you.
Didn't he say he was gonna? Didn't he say he was going to lower the food prices and all this? You know, all that's nonsense. I don't really care. The ICE, all that. But I am not going to allow somebody to run my country.
Yeah.
Country, because I'm Native American. Okay.
Oh,
my
right
country.
on. What tribe?
My country by a pedophile.
What tribe are you from?
I am not turning a blind eye, and if all the MAGA tards are turning a blind eye, good. You're inbred, okay? Leave it to the inbred, brother. I know you're an immigrant, bro. I know you can't be all about this nonsense. You can't.
I'm 100% against illegal immigration, but no, the thing. Okay,
that doesn't even matter to me. That doesn't even. It's my backyard anyway.
What tribe are you from?
Illegal immigration. Apache.
Apache? Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh man, you guys were scalping our Indians before, bro. What happened?
What?
You guys were scalping us, man. What happened?
Scalping who?
I'm just fucking with you. That's just stories from history about Apaches scalping people.
Yeah, they don't write history here anyway.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I tell you what. I'll give you just a quick comment and
because I know MAGA will comment on your thing. I'm not even looking at your chat. Well, that could be doctored and blah blah blah. No, this is in the 90s. There's no AI going to be this and that and the other.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
He said he would go into the dressing room. Okay.
Yeah.
This is not.
Oh yeah, I researched it because somebody complained.
The old Howard Stern shows when he would go on there all the time, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to go, highlight this and highlight that. No, just archive the actual show, and he will say what he's done, my friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we go all the way till now. He's also talked about his daughter, how beautiful and how in love and,
Yes.
and sexy and this and that.
She is.
That's too many smoke. There's no fire.
I hear you. I hear you. I hear you, brother. I hear you.
I'm not going to allow, and I can assure a lot of people that are like what I think, we're not going to allow a child molester to be our leader. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. Well, there's a couple of things. Okay, one of them, number one, I was here. I live with my Navajo tribe people, and I felt very connected with them because at least the people that I hung out with, they were very in touch with nature, and they were very spiritual, and I connected, and it was lovely, right? So I love some parts of our native history, and the other thing is this. There is a lot of theories going around this whole Epstein thing, okay? And I agree with you with many things. That the thing is, like in this country, whether we like it or not, we have a legal system that obviously has been failing us. If Trump is found to be guilty, like making those comments, I didn't see anything wrong with it because that's the way I talk about my daughters.
You talk about your daughters as sexy and hot?
Yeah, why not?
What the fuck, dude?
Well, I'm not trying to get with them, but if they are, they are.
Hot and sexy, bro?
Like, for example, here, listen, like, for example, look at this hot sexiness right here. Look at the chat. Look at this hot sexiness. Oh, you're missing out. Well, when you hang up, you go back. No, you don't worry. Every time you see my face, that's the sexy hotness that you're gonna look.
I don't know.
Come on, man. Don't hate me too much.
Go ahead, brother. I mean, don't be.
No, I think you have. I think you have great points, and I agree with you. But
we should leave it at that. I mean, we can't turn a blind eye.
Here, I'll give you something extra to bother your mind.
Does MAGA do that with Diddy? I mean, everybody was like, "Oh, Diddy, he's a monster." But Trump's okay,
bro. But Diddy, bro. I mean, Diddy was actually raping people. They got videos of him, but no, they don't have videos. No. They have Trump. Listen,
I don't know if he's a rapist or not, but I can assure you, sir, he is definitely 100% a pedophile. Trump. Well, even Diddy as well. But see, when it comes to Diddy, everybody's like, "Oh, this and that." I hate Diddy, by the way. But when it comes to you guys as fearless leader, let's just look the other way. Oh, you can't talk about this and that. We'll leave that to the side.
Brother, they have been trying to convict them for over 10 years, and they can't do shit. They can't do it, brother. And it's not Trump. Listen, did you know he went to jail? Did you know Trump actually was put in jail for their bullshit? And it was not. He was acquitted
Listen,
of everything.
That's jail on all kinds of different accounts. Doesn't even matter to me. That's me personally. I'm not talking about anybody else. Me, I don't care what he did in the past, like that as aspect. But a child molester, can we agree, everybody, a child molester is probably the lowest scum of the earth, right? Or
Kind
no?
of. There's a lot worse. I think.
What?
I think there's a
Like
lot
what?
worse.
A murderer, a rapist?
Oh,
it
man.
kind of runs the same way.
Well,
So
I think
didn't
I
say
think
that
I think
word.
any child, obviously, I'm 100%, more than 100% against. But
Okay,
there's
well, then
been
not
raped,
why
murder,
not
abused.
start looking into his files that somehow just are disappearing as we speak? He's not releasing the very last important one, so we're just going by that. Like, no, we won't look at it. We won't look at it. It's gone so far and so late. It doesn't matter. He's going to be gone 2 years. But his predecessor, the kid, Baron, whatever the fuck his name is, are we supposed to expect that turd to come into play? Because, sheesh. Because, see, look, Donald Trump, dude, I'm telling you right now, is 100% a pedophile, bro. There's too many. If you see somebody breaking into your car every day, but you don't catch the guy who it is, but you know for a fact who it is, because he keeps leaving signs everywhere, you wouldn't be upset at that? You wouldn't be watching? You
Yeah,
wouldn't be
if I
investigating?
have proof, yes.
Yeah, okay. Why aren't you doing that with Trump?
Well,
Stop it right there.
I
You stop.
because
You stop that.
no, because I went to a hotel one time when I was in Hollywood, and I signed in, and I say, I just need it for one night. And I stayed at the hotel. It was kind of ghetto. Honestly, I kind of felt itchy when I left that freaking place. And I thought, I'm not going to waste my money on that. I'm just going to stay homeless in my car. Well, I came to find out that this is the same hotel where they used to film porn movies and cheap porn movies. And, well, my name was on that hotel list. Does that mean that I was doing the same thing in that hotel? You know what I'm saying? And then add my comment about my daughter. You're gonna be like, oh, this guy needs to be in jail. Let's put him in jail right now.
If your name was signed under that same hotel with the same company, then yeah, people would be.
But the same owner.
Background.
Yeah, it's the same owners. The owners are the ones that were involved in it.
I'm saying if you were signed in as an employee.
Oh, it's an employee. Well, that's different. But Trump was not an employee either. Remember? And here, I'll give you something that I heard from the Epsteins.
It's the same thing. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so if Epstein would have came out, well, I don't believe he killed himself. There's that for you and me. If Epstein would have came out and say, I hate Donald Trump, but no, he was not. He was not involved with some of the things that we were doing. Even if he was a guest, I've never been to the island myself, so I don't know what it's like. So I can't say, imagine if I would have visited the island for some reason. Somebody invited me and I went there and I had a great time with my family and my name is on that list. And then now my name is tainted because people were doing some dumbass shit in that thing. It's hard for me to understand that part. But
Did you go
here's
on
what.
on the Lolita Express or no?
Well,
that would tie you in big.
Maxwell, which nobody believes, said, and I can't believe this about Bill Clinton because of the photo, right? And it turned out to be a real photo. Remember that one with the dress on?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I don't like Clinton either.
So, well, I mean, it's not. I like Clinton. That's the thing. I like Clinton, but but I know I'm a twisted American. But
No.
But here's the thing. Maxwell said that anything that Trump, nothing to do with what was going on over there. And then with the flights.
You think she scared her for her life?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, of course. But what I'm saying is, how do we get to the bottom of it? Here's my thing with the Epstein files.
Brother. Research.
We've been trying to get this out there. They've been in courts. They've been doing these hearings. They've been laughing. Like, look, we said release the files.
Before I lose my train of thought.
Yeah.
Brother, if by some weird chance, which I doubt is going to happen, he does get found guilty for child molestation, whatever, being a part of the Epstein group, would you change your mind?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, you got proof. It is what it is, man. We're
But
not.
there's proof already, but not good enough for Matt.
It's not for indicting. No. Yeah.
Oh, you need an indictment.
Yeah. He needs to be charged. He needs to be charged.
Again, like the guy
Yeah.
that keeps breaking into your car.
Well,
You
remember
just
that
physically be there.
we can fake a lot of stuff out. You can make videos. Look, you can grab a video from the '60s.
No, let me tell you. No, he was on the Howard Stern show, bro.
Fuck
Okay.
Howard Stern. Man, you made me drop the bomb. You made me drop the F bomb. Who cares about Howard Stern, bro? That motherfucker, it's so corrupt, bro. I don't trust that guy at all. So who cares what he says?
It's not him saying it. Donald Trump said it himself.
What did he say?
And this is in the 90s.
Again, but these are just words. These are talks. These are way things people, talk.
By Donald Trump himself as a guest in the 90s. No AI, no falsification of audio.
So 3 decades ago, this is how you're going to judge him from 3 decades ago that we do not know nothing about except for the talk.
A pedophile? Yes. A pedophile, I'll judge him till he dies.
Okay, well, fair enough. You can judge him for that. Now that's the bad parts. You have. Okay, so here I agree with you on that, and so you.
That's okay. No, that's okay though.
No, it's not okay. If that's true, that's not okay.
Then why are you still going on with this stuff?
Because he hasn't been indicted in court. He hasn't been proved guilty of that. Whether he said it or not, there's no proof.
People end up missing like that.
But I understand, brother. But that's the judicial system that we have today. That's the justice system. Now,
But all that, it's still let's go Trump.
Okay, well let's stop right there. Hold on. I already agree with your side. Now I appreciate that you have been very vested, and you know a lot about President Trump. Now,
No, not really.
okay, well, but you dig the bad stuff. You got to dig both things. You can't just dig the bad stuff on people. That's the way I think. Okay, so
you're right.
I listen. So I dig.
The lowest of the low.
Okay, but see when I debate is because I always look at both sides of the story. I am the most negative and the most positive at the same time. I don't speak because of what people tell me to speak. I hate being
Me either.
yeah, I don't. You have that native side of you is the same as mine, but I'm from Central American native, and the, it's okay to have that, but you got to think outside the box. You got to think, okay, so what is really more important here today? Because our histories are horrible. Okay, our indigenous people, our Indians. I hate using indigenous. Indians means in God's people, by the way. Okay, our Indian people were doing atrocities back then that we would have gone extinct no matter what for disease.
That's just humanity, bro.
I know, man. It was horrible. But now listen. Now watch this. I know all these atrocities and all these bad things has happened. But I'm going to tell you, I am so happy that it is this country, even Canadians, right? They have this. I am so glad that this country has, reservations. I know some people don't care. Some people don't, they don't give a shit. Let these drunks and alcoholics take care of themselves.
Talk about reservations, bro, because I don't think you know how that really works. But okay,
Well,
they're not glorious and they're not.
Well, I'm going to talk about the ones that we have, just the tribes that we have here in Washington State. I'm going to tell you how they are.
Okay. I don't know that.
The tribes here in Washington State, they have some of the most beautiful real estate here in Washington State. Some of the eastern Washington, a little bit more desert, right? But they have a lot of benefits. They get free money every month. Okay, nobody else here does. Only Native Americans do.
No. That's incorrect, by the way. Only like a handful of tribes get money.
Yes, that is true. But this is a tribal thing. See, some tribes they don't accept certain natives because they're not a certain amount of native. You know what I mean? They've been too mixed. Yeah, they've been too mixed. Yeah, I don't know, man. That's kind of stupid. I mean, if you are descendant, you're descendant, right?
What this has to do with anything, but we can go down
Well,
that road.
because
I'll show you that it's about 700 tribes, about only 200. I can't be quoted on that because I'm not 100% sure. But only a select few get a monthly
Yes.
or a check. And a lot of the time it's around 100 to 1,000 annually.
I'm going somewhere with it. I'm
Okay,
going
yeah,
somewhere
go
with it.
ahead. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so that decision is based tribal decision only. No white people are involved in that. So they are the ones that care for the people or don't.
Uh-huh.
Now, with all that said, we have so much bad negative history in our country that
Okay.
today we are the greatest country in the world. Now,
Sweet.
I'm not gonna say,
So listen there.
but
Sweet.
I'm
So
gonna
can we
say
deport Trump to England since that's his motherland? Is that
no,
what we're
it's
doing?
not.
No,
No,
we can, it's
that's
not.
not his motherland. See,
That's his
so
ancestors
so
from England.
so that's where I'm different. Okay, that's where I'm different with you. I'm very patriotic, and patriotic in the Latin word
So
patrio.
it belongs to the English that came here. That's what you're saying?
No, fuck those guys, man. We beat them out of here for a reason.
Okay, well then
But
don't deny
patrio,
it.
look, the word patrio or patria in Spanish,
Uh-huh.
patrio it means nationality. That means the nation. The whatever
Okay.
the United States is today. Indians are in there, Asians are in there, blacks are in it. All the people are in it. Okay, that is the
Okay.
one nation.
Okay.
That is patria. And patriotic means that we defend this country, its laws, because everybody in it, including our natives, they are protected if we protect these laws. So my biggest issue right now is this. Everybody says all these negative things about President Donald Trump. I get it. I believe that you
Yeah.
believe that. I don't see it because of the court, and the court has told me that a lot of the things that we have seen the Democrats do, there's nothing we can do about it, right? So all I can do is move forward with what I got today. Bad history, it doesn't matter anymore. But we're going to go
Okay,
from
but like,
today on.
but
What has
why
Trump
continue?
done?
But not just you, but why MAGA just continues to hammer down and double down on everything else? Like, oh, he's this and that and that. But
Yeah.
when you bring up the Epstein files, and they're like, oh, that doesn't exist.
Because of what you said.
He hasn't been indicted.
It's because of what you said.
Really? Who? Me?
Yeah, it's because of what you
What did
said.
I-
You
what did I say?
said that you know a lot about Trump because of Epstein files, so you looked into
No,
that.
no. I know a lot about the
So
trials and whatnot.
so what has President Trump done for this country?
Nothing really. Nothing. What has he done? I don't know. You tell me. I don't really care about that shit, dude. Really, I'm sorry.
Well, I
I
understand.
don't really care about that stuff.
Yeah, but you should,
Bottom
but you
line, at the
should.
end of the day- Okay, great. We can figure that out. But at the end of the day, I am not letting a pedophile run my country.
I understand. But we have to use what we get to make this country better.
Where's the moralities after that?
We'll talk morality. We'll talk morality after he's done with it, and if the court decides to go after him for that, they can go after him for that. But right now, he just so right now he just stopped the border, the southern border, northern border. He made Canada, Mexico, the whole world is coming to trade to give the United States a better chance to become prosperous. Tariffs does not increase pricing on your local taxes. That is your local government. That is your governor, your senator, your mayor. In this case, you're Apache, so they're not for you. You have your own tribal chiefs that you have to follow the law and the rules and the reservation if you are in the reservation. The other thing that we have is Donald Trump is the only president, as much as people hate him, as much as a bad rep that he has, as much as sin as he has committed in his life, he's the only president that is fighting for people to be saved and for money to be made across the world. He just recently got the peace in the Middle East. You know that. You know Iran had a nuclear facility. Listen, nuclear facility in Iran. This is a fact. Nuclear facility in Iran. If you don't know about this, you need to get yourself some knowledge on it because I've been with this Qatar, the whole Saudi Arabia kingdoms, and all these tribes over there in the Middle East. They were in the brink of war, and they were going to make nuclear weapons themselves. If President Trump doesn't go over there and attack the nuclear weapon facility in Iran, the other Arab nations would have, because they got the money, they would have built their nuclear weapons. And these people have Muslim terrorist groups that if they decide that they're going to kill somebody, they're going to throw a nuclear bomb. These people worship death. We worship life, and we cannot allow them to do that. So if we have a tyrant in government, if we have a corrupt person in government, I can tell you that is a lot better than having the administration that we've had in the last three Democratic administrations. I know it sounds horrible. I feel your conviction. You really believe it, so I agree with you on that. But the United States of America is a better place because Donald Trump is in office. And it's not because I'm brainwashed. And you can see by my opinion and some of the stuff that I say on here. If you come in my life a lot more often, you'll hear my stories, my life stories. Some of them are native, some are Honduran, etc. But I'm gonna go ahead and get back to my live. Okay, hey brother, thank you for calling. I appreciate you, man. All right, much love to you. Take care. All right. And so I'm okay. I don't think people understand, and the people like to judge me on some stuff, but people don't understand really how much I love my native people, how much I love my Hispanic people. But I cannot missay or ignore everything great that President Trump has been doing for us. Okay, all these people that we saw at these No King rallies, unfortunately, man, most of my followers are older than me, 50 plus. Hey man, good morning, brother. Good to see you here. Newbie says Trump is awesome. Man, God bless every single one of you guys in here, man. I have much love for you. And if you step out of line, you are going to get scolded, but I still love you. All right. What was very sad about this No Kings protest, and I'm serious about this, man. I feel really, really sad about it. It almost pisses me off. I saw so many elder people out there with signs. I'm sorry, but as we get older, our memory is not as good. Our judgment is not as good. Our nerves are not as good. We're not as patient as we used to be. I notice that as I get older. And, we may not be as sharp as we once thought we were. The difference is we're a lot wiser as we get older. But I saw way too many elder people out there on this No Kings protest. They don't have no clue what the hell they were there for. And what's even more sad is that the youth, 20s, they're asked, "Hey, so why do you hate Trump?" "Oh, I don't know. That's just what's going on around here." Like, that's really why they're out there protesting. They say protest, no king. We want no king. Well, nobody wants a king. We don't want kings here. Can you imagine the insult that these people are giving those countries that have kings? Like, where we go with that, right? And then I'm just, oh my God, I don't think these people think about what they're saying. Canadians, right? They're loyal to the crown. You know that, right? Canadians do that. They bend the knee to the king. We don't do that. We actually voted him in. And whether people like it or not, there was a few million over that gave President Donald Trump the presidency, and there was no cheating. Patriots actually went out and voted. And we saw a lot of Democrats supporting President Donald Trump because they saw what happened in the last administration. When somebody tells me that prices are high, it's because the economy is good. Like Kamala Harris was saying that. When they tell me that the economy is good and I'm over here and I can't afford groceries, that pisses me off. And that tells me, okay, how stupid are you? You could have said, hey, you know what? We're trying to work some things out. We were trying our best. The economy is not that good, so prices are high, inflation is high, but we're trying to fix it. Okay, I would believe that, and then I will follow. What have you done to secure the border? Nothing. Now, Ocasio-Cortez, she goes out there. She's a loudmouth, but she's an airhead. I wish I can have a debate with her. I will eat her alive in a debate. Because she goes out there, and the moment that you ask her a real question, she stutters, she gets confused. Crazy Bernie has to come to her aid and defend her. And all these other Democrat losers out there that are corrupted politicians come to her defense because she is not that bright. And they say she's very bright. I find it very ironic that she's going to go over there, post. Remember that picture from years ago when she was over there crying with her white clothes on, crying for the babies on cages? What the hell was that photo at when Obama was president? Those babies were in cages already when Obama was in office. So, if you don't see the lies from these people, if you don't see why we support President Donald Trump today, I don't think we'll ever be able to tell you why we support President Donald Trump. I just find it very interesting that people today don't care about reality and they want to live in their own little life of, deception. You got people holding these signs out there, and they're saying, we want no kings. And okay, so what has Trump done that makes him a king? Well, he self-proclaimed himself a king. Was like, well, no, we put him in office, but what else do you got? Well, he's trampling our rights. We're like, which right? Oh, our freedom of speech. And they're like, well, you're over here protesting, aren't you? Isn't that your freedom of speech? Well, he's not stopping that, is he? Oh, well, yeah, but the freedom of the press. And I'm like, okay, what freedom of the press? Okay, Pete Hegseth said, here are the rules. If you're going to be here, you cannot be requesting information that may be private from other delegates or any other employee here in this office. What is that so wrong about? If they have to sign a paper that says, I solemnly swear that I will not betray this country and I will abide by the rules of this office, and I am going to go ahead and ask my questions in public, and I will not make private stories just to make my name be out there as a hero. These people, to be honest, that had a problem, all these press people that had a problem signing that paper that Pete Hegseth gave them to sign, those are the snakes that have been lying to you for decades. They are in there and they gather certain pieces of information that has not been completely approved or verified, and they place it out as the truth and the solemnly truth. And that, my friends, is how they've been lying to us for decades. So I am glad to see all these snakes and vipers walking out of there because they don't want to sign a paper. You have the freedom of the press. Show me that you are a legitimate press. Show me that you will respect our Constitution, that you will respect our government. And if you have some questions that you have to ask him out in the open, in front of everybody. Stop going behind doors, trying to hide some facts and things that you think that are true or not. No. The president and the administration and everybody has been so freshly open, transparent. That's when you ask the questions. But instead, you're going to go in there and make some dumbass fake story about something. I'm against that. So I don't give a shit about the press being kicked out because they don't want to sign the paper. Good riddance. I'm telling you that right now. If I was in the press, I'll be like, sign the damn paper. What's wrong with you? Are you telling them that you are doing illegal things behind their back? You know what I'm saying? Like, it makes you look guilty. It makes you look guilty. Can you imagine, says Tassman? That's a good one, bro. Can you imagine AOC debating J.D. Vance? Oh, man. Hey, I would love to see that, bro. I would love to see that. Obviously, I can't run for president. I'm going to have a hard time just running for governor next year. But it's going to be a tough one. I'm not going to lie. We are going against everybody. It seems like, a lot of Republicans have left Washington State. We're still going to give it a shot. This is approximately 68% Democrats. Now, here's the reason why I don't give a crap about those stats. Because number one, I don't look at Democrats as a piece of shit as they look at Republicans. I look at Democrats as people that are tired of seeing their state, their constituents being mistreated, and I think is legit. When they see in our budget keeps being blown out of proportion and nobody knows where this money goes, I agree. So I am going to take a look and see what my Democrat patriots want. What do they need? And then we're going to figure out. I already know what the people on the right want. And I can guarantee you that a lot of Democrats also think that farmers are important. So here's the things that I believe the Democrats and Republicans agree on. Okay, and this is just my look. It's okay, guys. You can laugh at me running for governor. That's all right. But I think that most, not all, because there's still some crazy people out there, but I think most Democrats, Republicans, and independent, I think that what they want is they want people, American people, to be employed with good wages. They want our farmers to do well. We depend a lot on food. We want safe food. We want nutritional food. Many of you don't know this, but there's farms here in Washington State that is owned by a company from California. Have you guys ever done a business with like Quick Star, Amway, things like that? Well, those companies, I mean, the industry is very good. The vitamins are awesome. I mean, they do work. You just got to spend a lot of money to take these. And some of the farms that they use are here in Washington State. So, farmers, they're not just the work that illegal immigrants get to do. Farmers are very important. They're a food supply. And I think that the government doesn't do anything to help them, at least not enough. And I believe that Democrats, any Washingtonian will agree that they are important. The other thing that is important is to make sure that we have a very attractive state. We have a lot of places for tourists to come and visit. You want to come and visit some beautiful nature sites? There's a lot of beautiful nature sites that you can visit. A lot of hiking trails, a lot of beaches, a lot of lakes, rivers. Especially you guys that love nature. There's a lot of beautiful nature here. You can come to our downtown Seattle. They have renovated the piers. We want to incentivize big corporations. Yes, we want to do big tax cuts on corporations. Because we want them to pay better wages and give better health care benefits. The Democrats in office right now, they keep blaming Donald Trump for high pricing going up on health care. Unfortunately for them, I was covering the big, beautiful bill argument. I heard everything that they argue, and all that they argue during the hearing for the big, beautiful bill was they wanted illegal immigrants, undocumented they call them, illegal immigrants to have health benefits and to work here illegally, to work here because they need to send money to their families abroad to their countries. They think we're stupid, but if you follow everything that I've been following, you will see their lies and what they're doing. And if the big, beautiful bill wouldn't have passed, your taxes, your American tax-paying dollars, they would have been increased by 47%. Good luck paying that. Now, I'm going to tell you, healthcare is very important, but healthcare is not everything. Because big pharma, hospitals, clinics, they make a lot of money off the people because of healthcare. Let's be clear that a lot of medicines are not there to heal you. They are there for them to make money and to just calm those side effects that you get, those pains from a cold, the fever, the muscle ache, all this stuff. They make money because we don't want to feel that pain. I get it. But many illegal immigrants, and let's face it, we need 2.5% procreation in Americans in order to sustain our society here in the United States. Right now, illegal immigrants outbaby you by a lot. Most of the birth here in Washington and throughout, especially blue cities and states, has been from migrants giving birth in this country, making anchor babies, as you all know. So there is a lot of things that you got to go into. And I can tell you right now that Democrats, Republicans, and independents will benefit from a secure border. Maybe one of the reasons why I probably wouldn't win here with so many, far leftist people, it's no sanctuary cities in Washington State. That will go away, big time. There's going to be an immigration reform. That's something that we're going to have to fight in Congress. And we're going to be very transparent about that because President Trump, Obama, they have tried immigration reform and Congress has said no every single time. Now, somehow Obama was able to get 600,000 Muslims approved for citizenship somehow. But we're not going to talk about that anymore. Just had to mention it. But I will say this, that Chuck Schumer and the Democrats shut the government, not Republicans. See, they tell you, this is how they play the lie game. They will tell you about 90% truth, right? Because it's very believable. We all understand it. We all see it. And they will tell you about 10% that is not true. And this is where they get you. They will say, okay, hey, Republicans, they have Congress. They have the majority. Oh, they have the Senate. Well, the president. Well, they're in the White House. They tell you this. But what they don't tell you is what is the requirement to keep the government active. We don't need all Democrats. We don't need all the reps from Democrats. We just need 5 of them. That's it. Just 5 of them. Very simple. With that being said, salute, my friends. From your favorite president. Life will find a way. So, anyways, I know a lot of people are laughing at me running for governor next year, but yeah, we're going to do it. And I'll tell you something: if it doesn't work, well, I give it my shot. I give it my best. I will continue to do my blog, my podcast, some blogs, I think. And who knows? Maybe I end up moving out of state or not, but I'm going to fight. And I cannot say that I failed unless I tried. So many people on the left, they don't want to fail, so they never try. Well, I am the guy that likes to try. And if I fail, then yeah, it is what it is, right? Cheers, Magic. Let's see. Oh, Canadians. Oh man, I just got done insulting Canadians. They bend the knee to the crown. But here in America, we have no kings. We have a president. I hope that's okay. Let's see. Manuel Daniel Congress. What about Congress, my friend? Game Worthy sent 100 for 2 jewels. Thank you, sir. Love that support. We sip coffee exactly the same time. Oh, Alan. They say great minds think alike, my friend. Cheers. Cheers to you all. God bless you. I want to say something, guys. I am so amazed of how many people have subscribed to my channel. It gives me hope. If I got 8,000 subscribers on this channel, maybe I can persuade at least 8,000 Washingtonians that believe that what I want to do for Washington State is the best for everybody in Washington State. Let me tell you what I see here on the neutral side, which is a patriotic look. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of the press, freedom of religion, and the Second Amendment. But I also believe on the base foundations of our country. And one of them is Christianity under God. You have to be a Christian. It's okay. We're not going to hate you for it. But that is the foundation of this country. So Muslims will not be taking over Washington State. Number one. Will they be hated? Of course not. Will they be supported? Yeah, sure. Why not? But you will not be putting your Muslim religious laws upon the Washingtonians. If you can't stand that, go somewhere else. Christians that believe in the gospel of Jesus Christ, which is why we're called Christians. We are to share the gospel, but we are not to keep shouting at people that don't want to hear it. So, with that being said, there's a lot of LGBTQ people out there that they think that they are entitled to do and say and throw any temper that they want. No. You're going to behave and you're going to be respectful. If you cannot act violent and request peace in return. That's not how it works. But there is Christians that are kind of lunatics as well. They go overboard. Oh no, Jesus told me I got to preach this. I got to tell the people. No, hey, Jesus said, go onto the world and preach the good news. If you go into somebody's house and they welcome you, bless them. Let your peace be with them. But if I'm thinking in Spanish, if they reject you, si te rechazan, if they reject you, then have your peace come back to you and leave that place. It doesn't tell you to force yourself on that place. See, back then, through the Roman Empire, people have some freedoms of trading. The moment they found out you were there to do something against the government, they would most likely kill you or imprison you for life. They wouldn't just say, hey, go back to where you came from. No, you'll be crucified, you'll be beheaded, you'll be whipped, you'll be punished. We don't do that here in the United States of America, so be happy for that. Okay? So when people want to say that Jesus Christ allows this, no. So here we go. I am going to bring neutrality. We're going to really respect the freedom of religion, but we're also going to respect order. I will not allow people to go bully people because they're gay. I will not allow gay people or LGBTQ people to come in and try to indoctrinate everybody else on what they believe either. So we're going to put a neutral boundary in there. Now, I will say this, that when I am in the White House here in Washington State, there will be prayer in the house. Now, if Muslims want to join, If Christians want to join, if Buddhists, all these other religions want to join, they are more than welcome to pray together, but they are not to go there and try to overpower anybody else's religion. Obviously, I will be a Christian and I will respect everybody else as a Christian, but I will also allow everybody to have their freedom as well, as long as they don't overstep on somebody else's lives. Your rights are not more important than somebody else's rights. If you're an illegal immigrant, you have no rights. Let's be clear about that. If you are a legal migrant visiting this country legally, the only right that you have is to be free to go about without being harassed, without being put in jail because you're a legal migrant. But you do not have the right of the freedom of speech. You can have the freedom of religion because that's already practiced. But you don't have the freedom of speech when it comes to talk about against our country. You don't get to do that because it's not your country to talk about. Now, you have your freedom of speech when it comes to, hey, I love America. That's the freedom of speech you get. We're going to make sure, let me see, who said that? Let me see. Let's see, Freshly say hi. Freshly, I thought I say hi, brother. My bad. Jesus says if they reject you, brush the sand off your feet and go on your way. Correct. Let your peace return to you. Well said, Blue. Timothy Travis says, no taxes, no sales, no tax, no. Okay. All right. Calm down, SA. All right, Timothy, I like that. That's right. And that's something that I would do as well. I would support President Donald Trump's tariffs. I don't believe on saying what the government here today says, that if they can take $1 billion from Microsoft, they will never miss it. That's not how you do things. There has to be a true reason, and for an attorney general to say that is very stupid. But I think that there is a lot of big corporations that provide services, obviously, like Microsoft, right, is one of them. There's companies like Amazon, which a lot of smaller companies are losing their companies because of Amazon. Well, Amazon needs to pay every single employee better than what those small companies pay their employees. And I'm okay with that. I believe that we're going to have, I will have to fight to remove property taxes. I think that's going to be a big challenge. And what I mean by property taxes, I'm not talking about apartment communities. I'm talking about house owners. People that actually own property that is not made for commercial real estate. They will still get a tax cut, but I want to make sure that every company that comes to Washington and that wants to invest in Washington, that they come in and give me some good benefits for every Washingtonian that works for them. I feel that getting rid of all the illegal immigrants, criminals specifically, number one, and the rest of illegal immigrants will be a nice cleanup. We're not going to miss them because the economy does not depend on the illegal immigrants. It depends on hardworking American class. And there's a lot of undocumented, which I believe this is the right word for this kind of people. And these are the ones that have had temporary asylum. We gotta investigate. Okay, is the asylum still necessary? If it is, they're welcome to stay here. If they have DACA documents, if they have, I forget what the other status is, but if they have DACA documents, those people will be allowed to become residents. And if they don't want to do that in Congress, the whole United States of America will know about it. We'll be very transparent about what we're doing. We're going to grab I believe it's going to be millions. So just imagine, out of 10 million people that we have here in Washington, who knows who else is hiding? I lived in Eastern Washington, in Yakima, to be exact. I lived in Yakima for a year. I was a missionary pastor there, and I was a missionary pastor for 5 years. We stayed in this broken down house. It's no big deal. We fixed it up. We transformed the front yard from dirt and what do you call that, thorny bushes, and we just took all of that out. We tilled the ground over and over, We threw grass seeds, etc. Anyways, so we just fixed it up. Now let me tell you, I was not getting paid 1 cent from the church. No offerings, no tithes in the church was going to me. I had a job, and my job was over there with Time Warner Cable. It was just a couple of blocks from the house, so we didn't really need a vehicle, but we did get a small van with a dent, and that's what we drove to be able to go back to the temple, back and forth. And you know what? We did everything we could in there. During the 1 year that I was there, I kid you not, a whole family was shut down. Mom, dad, and kids shut down at a corner while they were eating tacos in Yakima. A lot of gang signs everywhere. A young man got stabbed in the stomach while he was waiting for the bus to go to work. A lady was hit by a drive-by. It's crazy stories. And then somebody tried to pull a gun on my wife while she was out in the front yard with the children. And the whole reason was she was wearing a red shirt. So when the guy saw my wife turn around and looked at him, he lowered his shirt, but the coward was gonna try to shoot her and probably my children in the yard. So we decided to come back to the west side of Washington. And I can tell you right now, there's a lot of farms on eastern Washington. There's a lot of farm in south and southeast of Washington. These people need a lot of help. But I can tell you right now, there is a lot of hateful crime happening in Washington State. I don't care what Bob Ferguson says on his little X account. I already told him we're going to be able to debate face to face soon enough. So I look forward to that. He's over there rallying with these guys for the No Kings protest. And, I just keep wondering, like, why the hell are you protesting? Hey, Scott, I see you. Why are you protesting No Kings? You know better than that. You know there is no kings here. I understand that the far left Democrats want to demasculate man, and I see the Democratic leftists, far leftist women, they are the leaders in their home, and their men are just a little, I don't know what to call them, but they're horrible. They're not manly. They will not protect them. They will get their ass kicked, their wife and themselves. They are not manly. We need real men to protect this country. We need real women to stay women to protect this country. I don't believe in transgenderism. I believe that is a mental health problem that needs to be addressed. So there you go. Some people are not going to like me, probably most, from what I've seen. But we're still going to stand up for the rights of the people. We're still going to stand up for the truth. And yes, we will be using that bulletproof glass like Bernie Sanders and these crazy lunatics were using on this No Kings protest. Interesting that they put the bulletproof glass in front of them as if we are one of them. They are the ones that tell people, carry guns so that you can go protest the government, while Republicans and people on the patriotic side are saying, we believe in the Second Amendment, carry guns to defend your homes. It's a big difference, isn't it? They say get guns so that you can shoot ICE. We say get guns so that we can shoot criminals when they try to break into our property, to protect our families. See, that's a little difference between us and them. Who is them? Well, that's the them that we're talking about. The ones that believe that we are to attack each other. They believe on freedom of speech, but they want to hate my hat. They believe on freedom of speech, but I can't say anything. Only they can say it. That's the freedom of speech they believe. But that's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. So you see what I'm saying? That's where I'm at with that. So, I know a lot of Hispanics are for Trump because they've done it the right way. Some of them probably didn't do it the right way, but they got papers and they know how important it is to keep this country safe. And they are with me. They're on my side when it comes to that because they see the benefits of having a secure border. Mexico did not want to hear it. See, Mexico was supporting the illegal immigrations to the United States of America. And I don't know if you guys watch the news at all, but there was this big thing. Oh, thousands and thousands of illegal immigrants coming all the way from Venezuela. And you see Mexicans out there running around with their tacos. Oh, here's some tortillas. Here's some beans. Here's some stuff. Eat. Here's some water. And the businesses were thriving. Businesses were thriving because illegal immigrants had sold their properties, saved every little penny that they could, and they came in and they used that money to pay for fare, to pay for food, to pay for places to stay. Mexico's economy was booming. And they said, oh, no, guys, stand up, mobilize, said President Claudia Sheinbaum. Mobilize. You remember that? I know you remember that. Don't play stupid. Don't play stupid. You remember that. She said, mobilize. We have we support you 100%, she says. But now the southern border of the United States of America is fully and truly secured. So now all these massive illegal immigrants come to Mexico, and now Claudia Sheinbaum doesn't say, speak up. We got your back. We got your full support. We support you. Go mobilize, mobilize, mobilize. She's not saying that anymore, is she? What is she saying now? Deport all of them. All those illegal immigrants, they gotta go. See, it's easy when it's not you paying the price for the crime being committed. It's easy for illegal immigrants that are in this chat, in this country, to say, traitor, coconut, you hate your own Hispanic people. Like Hispanics are the only illegal immigrants in here? Seriously? How racist are these people? They're so stupid. They are racist towards their own people and they don't even know it. That is how a lot of black people that support Democrats, that's how they are. They don't even know, but they are being racist towards their own people. Black lives matter unless you're a Republican. Then black lives don't matter anymore, right? I get it. I get it. Guys, if you guys are in here in an English chat, in an English channel, if you want me to open a Spanish channel, I will eventually, but not right now. It's very exhausting. You guys think that doing this kind of stuff is not work, but it is a lot of work. Okay, so be appreciative that I am willing to share all information so that you can make better decisions for your children. I find that a lot of Hispanics that are in here illegally, of course they're protesting. Is their illegal ass on the line? Of course they're protesting. And when you hear there is millions of people protesting, shut the hell up. They're illegal. I know there's a lot of stupid white people out there with mental issues. They don't know. There's a lot of old veterans. There's a lot of elder people out there that they have lost their minds. And as they say, everybody ages different. Not every older person out there is still going to have the wisdom and the wits to go out there and speak truth. They're going to go out there and probably shit their pants. They're going to go out there and be like, where the hell am I? Who brought me here? Like, that's the kind of people that they have. That's just how it is. I find that, let me see if I can fix this. Not you. Givesec. There you go. It was bothering me that I wasn't center. I apologize about that. No King's protest was a major flop, says Bruno. 100%. Are you in this chat illegally? John wants to get some information about my chat here. We want no illegals in this chat. Oh man, you guys be nice to my people, okay? Even though not all Hispanics are illegal immigrants, be nice to my people. I really appreciate you, my patriot Americans. And remember that we want migrants to be here, but we want migrants that are going to love this country, that are going to respect this country. Trinity, my sister, mwah, good morning. I missed you so much. Evelyn, you, not so much. You're mean to me. I'm just kidding. Good morning, Evelyn. I know you have your opinions. We all have our opinions. Don't worry. I appreciate you being in here. Man, but you guys missed all the best already. Maybe we'll repeat it around noon for my second live. We'll see. ICE hasn't picked me up because I'm not a criminal and I am not illegal, most importantly. Uh, we must never forget. Oh, here I saw a meme. What was it? Let me see. Let me see if I remember what the meme was. What was it? Oh my gosh, it was a good meme. Let me go, guys. If I look again to my, hey Morgan, how are you? If I look to my left, it's because that's where my monitor, my second monitor is. Okay, I don't want you guys to think that somebody gave me a script to follow. If you hear me, you know that it's not a script.
Then he
Oh, here we
posted
go. This is a
another
nice one.
video, an AI video.
I like this one. Let's see. Here's some news from CNN, I think.
Then he posted another. Then he.
All right, let's see. Let's see what this is about, guys. Let's see what this is about. Morning, Trinity. Just a little fun for you. Here we go. This is from CNN, guys. So it must be true. Let me see here. Let's see. Make sure I can move this up a little bit. Yeah. Right there. This is from CNN, guys. So this must be true. Here we go.
He posted another video, an AI video of you in a sombrero once again. It sounds like this meeting that you had this week has only resulted in trolling and not in any serious conversations.
Horrible.
Oh, don't do this again. It is so stupid. Why are you doing this? It is so silly. Okay, thank you. We have to move on. Okay, that is good. We're done. Then he posted another video, an AI video of.
Oh man, I hope you guys love that one. Ay, man. I tell you what, I watched it and I was like, okay, so I got the mariachis they're playing underneath, and I was like, why does it look like Hakeem Jeffries is about to go? And as soon as I thought that, the guy just lets it rip. Oh man, that was glorious. Very glorious. Oh man. Oh man, that was awesome. Let me see if I can find you another one. They got to make more of those. We need to make more with Bernie Sanders. These videos are stupid. So let's go to our videos. Every American in here can agree with me that that we love Mexicans in this country. We really do. A lot of Mexican descent in this country, and I think it's fantastic. I think we have a lot of Hondurans. Thanks to President Nayib Bukele, we have a lot of Salvadorians in this in the United States. He was able to make a deal with President Trump, and you know, that's exactly how our presidents from our countries, right? In this case, I'm from Honduras. I think that that the world will benefit a lot better. And I think one of the Democrats on these No Kings protests, I think this lady actually said something that makes sense. She said, I don't know if she was a Democrat, but she was in the protest. She said that she wishes this illegal immigration problem solved, and that she wishes that presidents from other nations. Oh, it was a Mexican lady. No, it was not King's. It wasn't. It was not King's protest. It was a Mexican lady, and I think I think it's on the video that I sent you, Trinity. She was saying that. Yeah. She was the Mexican lady. She was saying that she wishes that the presidents of other nations that these illegals come from will actually speak with the presidents where they're going to and try to make some sort of deal. That was very good. I think that's 100%. That's 100%. Man, all this, there's always some haters in here. Dollar Store Obama, says Jai. Joe Vasquez, thank you, man, for the compliments on my native shirt. Appreciate it. I'm glad that you like it. A lot of countries in Central America, these are the colors, what I keep looking at here. These are the colors that most of our natives represent. And I think it's been a lot because of the color of our, I keep pointing that way, because of the color of our national bird, maybe the flowers, forests, etc. And I think Salvadorian. Well, as a matter of fact, I will say this. I'm gonna give you a little bit of something of why I'm a little bit more proud of being Honduran than just being Central American. There is no flag anywhere in the world that I know of that is not selfish. Not that there's anything wrong with with countries, making their own individual, flag that represents them 100%. That's okay. Like, for example, Salvadorians, they have their flag. Nicaraguans, they have their flag. We have our flag, but in our flag, we have two blue banners. They're to me they're dark blue, but our national anthem says that they're pale blue, like the letters on this shirt. But the Honduras flag is the only flag that has a star that represents each country in Central America, and I think that's pretty awesome. Nayib Bukele wants the whole Central American countries to become one nation. I think is a great idea, but yeah, I don't know how that's going to work. Everybody wants their own government. They all think different. They have their own histories, etc. I think we could benefit from the joining of the countries. But I think that there is so much thick history from Hondurans and Salvadorians that every single country is going to want to be the capital of this new country. And that's why I think it's never going to work. Outlaw. This guy. Hey, you come into my channel. You come and disrespect me. You disrespect my family. You disrespect these people in here. You mean nothing to me. Nothing. It's just a joke. Just a joke. Nanab says, did Melania, you don't know how to spell her name, I understand, ask our president to come to the United States before she married Trump, or did she just follow his wallet over here? I don't know, Nanab. Let me see. What does a woman look for in a man? Let's see. I think a woman, a real one, not the ones that you call women. A real woman, they are looking for security, stability, attention, love, I think. And, someone they can build a family with. Yeah, that's it. If you're rich, you are way ahead of the curve, my friend. Way ahead of the curve. Because I can tell you, as ugly as you think President Donald Trump is, his millions of dollars make him look better than you. And let's be honest. It's not all about looks. But what does a man want? And not your kind of man. I mean a real man. A real man wants a woman that supports them, that admires him. This is an ego booster, okay, for men. A woman that believes he is accomplished and that he's going to protect them. Right? Did I just mix it up? I think I mixed it up. A man wants a woman that's going to have his back. How's that? It doesn't matter. Well, for some of us, it doesn't matter how wrinkled, what stretch marks they get on. It doesn't matter what size they become sometimes. It doesn't matter if they have an attitude sometimes. We're all humans. We're all going to lose our physical beauty. People make fun of me because I look ugly, etc. And yet, I find a lot of my elder women out there like my dimples. Not that they show, but it's there, my friends. It's still there, and it's still got game. Even though I would have to look for 20 years older than me, I still got game. That's horrible. That's horrible. Man, everything that I was gonna say about women is just it just backfired. I went back to saying what men want. I am just a selfish man. No worry. Yeah, no, that trans are not women. They're not men. Trans, they are what their gender is. Okay. Yes, you can be a man and not be a good man, but you will still be a male at least. DJT is a handsome man, says man. See, he knows what I'm talking about. Women love money. No, I think women appreciate money. But, I mean, if you got money, I think it helps. There's nothing wrong with that. Let's see. Hillbelly says, yep. Let's see. Everybody loved Donald J. Trump when he was a Democrat. That's a fact, 100%. Let's see. Evelyn says most real women work to get their own money. Sweetheart, that's because a lot of women have been fighting for equal rights, and they think they have to go and work for themselves, so they don't really look for a man to provide for them, because as we know, women change their mind like underwear. One day you can say that you are this person, this is what you want, and then you turn out to be crazy. And then that man that provides for you leaves you, and then you have no way to support yourself. I mean, there's all kinds of things, right? All kinds of theories that go around. Thank you. Nice stash, mijo. Yeah. Oh, you guys haven't noticed, but, the weight loss program, it's working little by little. More muscle has been added to the body, so not much weight in pounds has been lost. But I am able to put some older pants on, and that's very nice. Yeah, that's right. That's all Honduran. That's all this Mayan, Lenca native power, baby. And don't you forget it. Let's see. You don't do good with women, Dennis, says Peasy. I don't know, man. I've been married for 14 years. I think that's pretty good. I think that counts as a good resume for being good with women. I'm not going to talk bad about the bad ones, but Evelyn says, not true. We can still work for ourselves. 100%, Evelyn. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you a little story before we close in today. My father died when I was 4 years old, and my mother had a second grade education. All she can do when he died, number one, we got screwed royalty by the bank, but that's another story. But she can only do labor stuff. So she can wash clothes, cook meals, stuff like that. Now, that doesn't really pay much in Honduras, but she worked harder than any man or woman I have ever met in my life. Except Donald Trump, I think. But but my mother, I'm going to tell you something. A lot of women out there, you guys don't want to be housewives no more. That's okay. You can go to work. But I'm going to tell you who my mother was. And maybe this is why I have a lot of high expectations for women. And sometimes I'm hard on my wife because of my mother's high expectations. But my mother used to get up before anybody else. She will prepare breakfast for 4 of her children because the first one was already in the States. But this is my story. She will prepare breakfast for all of us. Make sure we went to school with a full belly because she had no money to give us for lunch. And no, we don't pack lunches like we do here in the States. And then she will clean up all the dishes. She will clean up the kitchen. She will fix the beds. She will sweep and mop the floors. And then she will start prepping for lunch. Now, when she started prepping for lunch, she also had to prep for extra food that, by the way, we didn't get to eat because this was food to sell for, you know what I'm saying, for money. And so, and then she will cook our food that we will eat. And then she will take a taxi to the Central Park, and she will go to the banks that were there to sell the food. So my brother that worked at a bank used to have a nice meal from my mom. And then by the time she came back from there, she sold everything. By the time she got home, she had to start doing laundry. Now, she did laundry for 4 of us. Jeans, everything, sheets, everything. And she will hang all the clothes on our yard. We had a big yard in Honduras. If you've seen the video that I made from Honduras, there used to be cables from tree to tree. And that's where my mom used to hang the clothes. Now, when she was done doing that laundry, she was doing laundry for other people so that she will get paid for that as well. And then she will go and start prepping for dinner. Now, when she prepped for dinner, she will make sure that everybody had their plate of food on the table. She will be the last one to eat. As a matter of fact, she almost never sat with us to eat dinner or lunch. She was always eating leftovers from the frying pans or whatever food that she had in the kitchen. She loved it. And I'm not saying that she was a slave. She loved it. She felt she was needed. She felt that she was a provider. She felt a lot of pride in saying, I want to be a good mother. And, you know, all this stuff, right? And so this is all I experienced, you know, before she left to the States. When I was 8 years old, she left and came to the States. And she worked as a nanny. She cleaned houses. She never came here legally, by the way. But she didn't have an education, so she had to do labor work. And 5 years later, you know, she gets her green card. My sister is a citizen, so she became a citizen. Oh, a resident. She never became a citizen, I don't think. And came and got me and my sister. We came here legally. We got our green card. And then I didn't want to become an American citizen because I thought I was going to go back to Honduras. And turns out that I made family here. So I had to stay here. And after 2.5 decades of being a green card resident holder, I got sick and tired of not being able to vote for the right people in office. And so when I became a citizen, President Donald Trump had already finished his first term, and he was the one that welcomed me to the United States of America citizenship, and that he was happy that I was another person becoming an American citizen. Imagine that. The person that everybody says that he hates immigrants, that he hates Hispanics, he's a racist. He's the same person welcoming me to this country. Very interesting. And then I voted for him for his second term that he missed, and I voted for him in the third time, which he actually became a president. And so, you know what I'm saying? This is like women are very, very strong, man. They are very important. But I'm going to tell you something. I suffer a lot during those 5 years that my mom left me, and I can tell you right now, I would have given anything to have my mother instead of her dollars. Well, I mean, I didn't get the dollars. My older brother abused that, but you know, I would have rather have my mother than to have a better housing, to be honest. Let me read something here. Evelyn, let's see what you say. My mother never went to school. My dad was a third grade education. It was 12 of us in our family. Wow. They became self-educated, and we became nurses, writers, authors, school teachers, house builders. Oh, fantastic. Congratulations to your family, Evelyn. Let's see. Coben 33. Man, well, welcome back, man. It's been a while since I've seen this guy in here. Sounds like she's been used. I don't know what she's talking about now. Talk YouTube in 50 minutes. There you get real facts. Dennis Herrera show starring Dennis Herrera, says Pablo. Thank you, Pablo, for the support, for the love. Appreciate it. Much love to you, my friend. Don't need to rub one out. Your sister is here. Oh, man, I love Trinity, man. I love Trinity. She's been such a blessing in my life, especially with this channel, with YouTube. Yeah, she's going to be my manager from another state, and she's going to be sending emails and phone calls to everybody that I need to contact. All right. Let's see. He talked down on other countries on his first term. No, not Jasmine. Not Jasmine. You see, there is third world shitholes out there. That is true. Somalia is one of them. This is why the Somalian Ilhan Omar is trying to fight for them. Hillbilly J says, I hear you, Dennis. Go Mariners. I heard they're doing good, but somebody told me they lost somewhere. Bruce, how are you? How the hell are you, Bruce? Hope you're doing good. Thank you, sis. So, did you get the to the good old USA being so poor? Makes me wonder. No. You know what? Junior Phillips, fantastic question. About time somebody asked me a really good question. I love it. I love your question. Why? Because in order for people to come to this country legally, one of the things that they have to prove is that if they're going to come here to visit or to stay, is that they can sustain themselves and that they will not come and be a burden to the tax-paying Americans, and that they will not come in to suck the tit of the government, so to speak. See, we're not here to be dependent on the government. We're here to be able to, work, be respectable and responsible, and give what we can to this nation. So before we had to come over here, we had to get vetted. We had to figure out, okay, so are you able to come here? How? Well, that's how. You get vetted. You get to find out, okay, how is your economy? How much money do you have? Do you have land? What have you done for yourself? Have you been working all your life? Are you a respectable Honduran citizen? There's a background check. There is a physical check. There is a health check. Do you have all your vaccinations? Do you comply with the law? You know what I'm saying? They do all these things, and this is what we call vetting. And then you can come to this country legally. Many people that go to the embassy, as I saw hundreds and hundreds of them when we went to the embassy. We went twice, by the way. They rejected us the first time. We went to the embassy twice, and the first time that I went, man, we waited for hours to be able to get inside. Once we got inside, we give them our passports. They ask us the same questions they ask everybody else. Some people were just rejected right away. They had nothing. They had no income, or they have already before they give you the interview, they check your background, and their backgrounds didn't come out good, so they were rejected. Guess what? That consul, the American embassy in Honduras, did the United States a big favor. They denied a visa to a person that was going to come here and not be a very productive member of society. So that's how it works. And so a lot of people were told to come back later in the afternoon, and they told us to go home. We went home. My mother said, okay, we didn't go prepared. Let's take what we need and let's do it again. We went there again, months later, of course. We went there again. We got another interview. And we said, okay, now we got the papers that you wanted for. They checked the background. They checked our money. They checked where my mom lives here in the States, my sister, etc. And then they just said, okay, they just took our passports. They took it up and they said, hey, come back after 4 p.m. Man, when they tell you that, you celebrate right there. And I'm going to tell you something I will never forget, because I was 13 years old, but I will never forget. It was a very good feeling. I'm not going to lie. It was a very good feeling that we got a 10-year stamp on our passport. And they knew that we were going to apply for a green card. So we had already submitted paperwork for becoming green card holders. And I remember when we came back that same day at 4 p.m., everybody in there, all Hondurans, obviously, all Hondurans, man, we were shaking each other's hands. Everybody was proud. They got a visa. None of them were criminals. None of them. All of them educated. All of them good Honduran people come into this country. That was an amazing feeling. Now, were people to say that I betrayed my people? No, it's not true. Not true. Does Honduras have a poverty problem? Yeah, sure, it is. Do they have a bad government? Oh, absolutely. 100% corrupted, just like the Democrats here. Now, if you're a Democrat, I don't mean you. I'm talking about politicians in general. Well, not in general, all the far left. It's so hard to tell nowadays, right? We do have a couple of Democrats that voted with Republicans to open the government. The other ones are still cowards. They still want to support illegal immigrants instead of American citizens. It is such a shame. Such a shame. If you're going to call somebody a traitor to this nation, yeah, that will be them. But I don't use that word traitor no more because it carries a lot of weight on to say traitor, and just throwing it out there because I don't think it's a good thing anyway. So, guys, I hope that you guys liked my live this morning. I thank you so much for your likes. Thank you guys for the new subscribers. Much love to you. I appreciate you. I'm going to take a break. I have to go do a little bit of workout, and we're going to do another live later at noon. Some of you guys are at work. I understand. But thank you guys so much for your support. I do want to give sec. Let me see. 1,285 subscribers, guys. Wow. You guys are amazing. Amazing. Let's see. We still have 18 members. I don't know why I can't download. There we go. All right. I really want to say thank you guys because every dollar helps. Now I can tell you, wouldn't it be wonderful, Trinity, if we got 8,000 subscribers. Wouldn't it be nice if I had $1 for every subscriber? I would be set to be able to pay all my bills and spend more time doing more research. But I want to say, first of all, to those who are members of my channel, Junior Vasquez, we know that's the Boricua, our veteran, that hopefully when I run for governor next year, he will be able to come here and be my bodyguard. Oh, I need all of the Latino supporters to be with me. I want to make Washington great again. And I feel that we have enough Latinos here to make our voices heard, to get rid of sanctuary cities, and to make a lot of undocumented legal in this Washington state. And we want every single one of Washingtonians to prosper, and especially our Hispanic community, to recognize that Americans are to be respected and to be loved. And hopefully we can make a new form of brotherhood in this state, where everybody, migrants and naturalized Americans and naturally born Americans, will come together and really stand by to support our Washington State Constitution. Thank you to Junior Vasquez, Brian Reedy, Kanaki, Mama Main 54, Jay Millhouse, Matty B, who's not here, Heath Woods, not here, Jermistic, Cutting Edge, thank you, Chris 34, Crystal, Matain, I know what he's trying to say, Samuel Lipscomb, these names, man. Lipscomb. Miguel Salinas is not here this morning. He's probably listening to somebody else. That's all right. Cellulite Podcast, of course. Love my brother fighting for the black community, bringing the truth to the black Americans of this country. To Ozzy, amazing Ozzy. Always see him supporting American patriots, defending truth. Rush Babe, of course. We love my Rush sister here from Eastern Washington. Always my love to her. I know Trinity feels the same, and all the patrons that we have in here. To my little brother Omar, you are more special than you can ever imagine, and we love you tremendously. We are waiting to see what you're going to tell us years from now of what God has done in your life, little brother. Love you, Omar. And of course, last is always Trinity because of her name. But I want to say, Trinity, I love everything you do for me. God bless you. God bless you and your family. Thank you for your support. A lot of people think that I'm kissing ass, but I call that being respectful, being thankful, and appreciative of what other people do for you. So with that being said, guys, thank you so much for your love and support. Again, we will see you around noon, and then we'll do another one in the afternoon. Evelyn. Oh, I'm sorry, Evelyn. Okay, shout out for Evelyn. She is here. The shout out always is for my members, Evelyn. But some of you that do come here and support me, of course, my love to you as well. And some of them is like, man, I know Brian was in here earlier, right? Cray, Mississippi as well. I see you. Man, these people just won't let me have it, would they? Let's see. Zeke, you are a true supporter on the hater side. Shout out to Zeke 2911. Serenity, I guess you are willing to debate. Well, we just had somebody called in and debate a little bit earlier. Thank you, Evelyn. Much love to you. And by the way, Evelyn, your story, amazing. I love it. A big hug from me to you and your family. May God bless you and your family. All right, we are going to go ahead. Guys, when I open the lines, take advantage. You know, I can't take every single call, but take advantage. And when you can, try to make a question, not a dumb insult. All right? All right, I love you all. I will be back on around noon and in the afternoon, of course, after 5. You guys know sometimes it's 5. If I can get on at 4 and start at 4, we'll do that. But I'm trying to make a point of maybe 5:30 in the afternoon when I do my. Thank you, Jay. When I do my lives around noon, that's just extra. It's not always going to be like that. We are trying to reach a certain amount of subscribers. So thank you guys so much for that support. I will see you then. Oh, my next book will be about you. Oh my goodness. Oh, author, huh? Maybe you can give me some tips. I have been thinking about making a book. Cool Cat Renee, my best friend from South California. I was going to say South America. South California. My love to you, my friend. Thank you. He's always telling people to subscribe to my channel and tell your friends and family, he says, to join the Dennis Herrera Show. Guys, as much as everybody says that I'm hateful, I don't know. I don't think I am. But with that being said, guys, thank you so much. We will see you later. And if you want to debate, you got to do a super chat. Don't be cheap.